Yeah, they
Well,
have
it
tactics.
can't attack you. It just wants to grab at your flanks and try to do pack hunting, basically.
That dog is smart.
Not particularly. It is simply ferocious.
It's just something that wild dogs do. Pack hunting tactics.
They try to surround you. Decim is well protected behind the guards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the
So
archer
it's-
certainly doesn't seem to be enjoying this whole prospect of.
I can go and help the archer, maybe.
Squawking angrily.
Desmond Kvaler will walk up here and stab this.
Yeah.
Can you move
Big
through your own troops? Like, how does that work?
You can probably move through them,
All right,
but
then
not
I
stand
would-
in them.
All right, then we'll move over here. So
But you also have a penalty from like each turn.
that's what
Yes,
flank.
you do have your penalty die from the
Mhm.
heat exhaustion.
Let's see here. Bonus. I don't have a bonus. I do it like -1 bonus die. Does that make a
No,
penalty?
you just
No.
do afterwards.
No, just drop the
You don't have a
lowest.
choice. So
Alright. I guess I'll try to stab the dog. Let's see. It is castle forged.
+1.
Plus
Is it
one-
damage? I thought it was to hit, not damage.
Yes, it's to hit, not damage.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be at 11.
So it'd be an 8.
8, yeah. Well, 9,
Well,
actually.
8, yes, 9.
9,
Castle Forge.
because it's Castle Forged.
That does hit. You're saying a 9?
9.
Because drop the 2, and
Oh,
then
but-
the
but-
1
but-
from
but
Castle
yes.
Forged.
Yeah. All right, that does hit. How much damage do you do with your sword?
Well, let me tell you. What damage that I can produce. It has a fantastic damage of 1.
All right, then you lightly stab the dog.
Hooray!
1 point of damage. Oh. This guy, seeing as you moved over there, will step up and, well, actually, he can attack from over there because he's equipped with, I believe, a halberd.
Also
Which is not a reach
castle-
weapon. But yes, he's within the range. And as it turns out, gods are not very terrible at what they do.
Good work.
He will get 2 degrees and completely fucking eviscerate this dog, cleaving it in 2 with the halberd.
Hashtag wrecked.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Caladan steel,
Attempt to do the same thing,
which is my
and
second.
he will do
favorite
the same thing
It's
to the very wounded dog, slashing it into pieces. You're not taking any of this.
I think my favorite Caladan steel match was against the Undertaker.
Move and attack.
Caladan in a cell.
With his long sword.
There goes Ramen.
If he survives this, we might see to it that he gets one of those castle forts.
Oh, look at him!
Don't let us down! What?
Cutting the dog, but not killing it.
The reason behind that is that, someone has a certain vision thing right here.
So Alaric,
Alright.
being
Impressive.
snarled, dog's trying to get past the massive door of his shield. That's
Alright.
4 degrees.
So the reality bends, and
I knew those bonus dice would be good for something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how much damage is that then?
What, 4 degrees? That's 28.
So, I'd love to hear a description, seeing as how I'm standing right here, of how the fuck
Which
that
dog
looks.
do you kill?
I'll say the bottom one. He just, as the dog leaps towards him, misses. He brings his greatsword down onto the back of this dog and just splits it in 2, and that's it.
Splat gore everywhere.
Yeah.
Blood splattering, whacking all over Lady Catelyn's face. With little he's almost ecstatic about that. just
Is there-
everywhere.
Is there such a thing as multi-attacks?
There is,
There
but
is
you
something
have to
called a
split.
divide attack. Yes.
You have to split the die.
Yes, but Halldamir would have needed to declare that before.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, with those rolls,
Yeah. You
Yeah.
would say, I do a divide attack, and then you do that.
Yeah.
holy moly.
There are some things like a fast weapon is better at it.
Yeah, fast weapons are great at it. I
Dog
actually
3.
can't do it with my greatsword,
There you go.
so
It is
because
slow.
it's slow, I
It
can't.
brings it down, and the dog just splatters out, but with the other one smacking towards his door.
Yeah,
If Dog 3 were sane at all,
they would
It would
fuck
not
off.
Have, it would not have gone for someone who's bigger than a horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nima.
Yeah, this is not gonna be as impressive. I just noticed.
That was, I mean, even...
I know.
That would
I'm
kill a lot of
sorry.
people.
Sorry.
So the +1, does that go in the modifier
Yes,
from the dashboard?
the bottom box.
Well, Nemo will
Remember
attack.
your +2 bonus dice extra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Up until the max, you can only have as many bonus dice as you have test dice.
Yeah, so I had 5.
So you mean for my fencing, right?
Yes. How
Yes.
many fighting dice do you have?
I have 4, so
How many fencing dice do you have?
I get 4.
Then you cannot have any more than that.
Yeah.
The +2 don't really do anything for you. If you want to attack with fencing.
Do I still get my +1 from the? Yay! Nemo will attack the door. The dog.
the door.
Door.
That would be 3 degrees. How
That
many
is pretty
damage do you-
fucking impressive.
That's impressive.
What damage do you do?
So damage. How do I know that? That's my agility. 4 plus my fighting, so 8.
8? What?
It's
Really?
easy, right?
That doesn't
It
seem.
says
That's more
My
than.
damage, it says agility.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is just your agility.
I do not get my plus fighting.
No.
No.
Aww,
I was gonna say because that's more than a greatsword, and
too
that's
bad.
fucking
Well,
scary.
it says 4.
Well, that is then 3 times 4, which murders the dog.
It's too bad if my fencing doesn't go in all my agility rolls. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. How does Nima fight now that people actually get to see it? Because I don't think it's something they've seen a lot of. It's very quiet.
It is very. Well, it would be too easy to just say, "Oh, it's just like Aya," but it is.
But what about people who haven't seen any of that?
It seems very graceful and very nimble, and she moves a lot around in and almost dancing moves. Basically just gracefully slits the dog's head off and does not get hit by the blood. And right after the dog is dead, her trade dice goes to the next one.
While Alaric is just bathing in blood. Yes, you flesh! He screams.
There was 2 dogs. Now there's 2 and 2 halves.
Can I charge from here? Would I need to make like an acrobatics test to like? opt out and
Depend. I
charge
mean,
from-
if you want to go this way, I'd be okay with that. But if you want to go
I-
over the side,
No, I'd want to go. I want to go towards that way.
I'd be okay with that. You're just bouncing like off Evren.
Yeah, basically, Bree will like look over and see like her brother and shout, "Lanny!" And she'll get a head of steam behind her, and she will bounce right off the wagon, and she will surge forth towards this dog. And she will attempt to hit the dog with her fists. Go ahead and factor in. I have a penalty die. Go ahead and also factor in my bonus to that. That's 23. That is 21.
Pretty impressive.
All right, that would be 3 degrees.
Let's see here. The extra damage, that's, I have a total of 3 damage, times 3 is 9 damage on the dog.
All right, you killed the dog.
Bree surges
God.
past Everin, shouting the name of her nickname for her brother, and her leathery hands, like, surge forth. The dog, like, spins around in alarm as Bree, like, catches the dog at head of steam, like, slams it to the ground and breaks its neck on the bone way.
That's Noble Lady Bree from
Ephraim
Caladan, yes.
panics a bit.
Yeah, that is the end of my turn.
Ephraim panics a bit. Stares in a little bit of disbelief, and then hurries over here to help this archer not die by attempting to slay the beast, as they say.
Pretty fucking good.
Which he does. Stabbing the dog, splitting its entrails everywhere. Just go here. I'll try to shoot the dog, and he will miss the dog. The guy will try to shoot the dog fighting Sir Ryman because Alaric seems to have got that covered.
Like free action to look over.
Can't see the dog because of the door shield that's there. Linus, you just got saved by your sister.
He will blink in surprise, getting ready to like move forward, and suddenly like her sister diving out and just killing it one hit. Like, kind of unsure how to react.
By grabbing it, bashing its head to the ground, and snapping its neck.
Or Lane is standing there with a sword and shield. Like, yeah, Lane is a little bit. He's a little bit confused by that. Well, what should I actually do?
Just sit this one out. Just.
I mean, I can help still.
Oh, help.
I mean, you can, yeah. By all means.
Gosh.
Charge, by all means.
You'll be bonus but die from flanking, or however that works.
No, you have to spend your action assisting. If you
Yeah.
want to get people dice by like helping them.
Yeah, you have
Does
to
it-
assist.
Does the attacker get a minus from fighting multiple people, or is it only when the multiple people help each other?
It's when multiple people help the person,
They can
like,
assist someone to
yeah.
get like a +1 to the check per fighting dice. Someone with 4
Yeah.
can assist to give someone else a +4.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to hit someone really, like for example, if bandits wanted to murder Sir Alaric, they would probably try to surround him and then do that.
Yeah.
Which is where he might want to divide attacks, which he can't.
which I can't. No.
So that way they would be able to break his armor by
Slowly but surely.
So,
attack.
anyway, so you on a charge, I take -1 dice in the attack.
Yeah.
But I
+2 to
think-
your damage.
I +2 to my damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even roll my fucking penalty. Damn.
Well, you didn't take the +2 to damage either. So.
I did factor
Okay.
that in.
Okay, in that case, I'm down to 2 dice, 1. I guess
Wow.
that's it.
Yeah.
I can't, because I'm taking a free bonus dice right now, so actually, you know what? I would like to go ahead and use one of my destiny points to convert one of those bonus stuff, one of those bonus dice into an actual test dice.
Alright.
Wow.
Giving me,
I know, big spender, right?
Yeah, oh, this dog is...
well, it'll be 4, 2, 1, and then drop the lowest dice.
My, that's... Lane is firing up.
That is a degree.
Zanny online.
Well, if 11 is a single degree of success, that will be 6 points of damage.
And now you tell me, because this is a destiny point you spent. I want a description of how Lingus sort of charges the wild rabbit dog and stabs it.
Well, Linus, blinking at seeing, in surprise firstly at seeing his sister just suddenly just dive down and just strike the dog to the floor, and kind of not wanting to get shown up by her. Like kind of goes charging up forward towards the dog, and perhaps the dog kind of stumbling back, kind of almost just as its friend gets cut down, using that moment of just almost panic in the dog, where it just kind of reconsiders to strike.
Oh, the dog snarls and attacks the one who heard it.
Well, what can you do?
That
That is
doesn't look.
Not get hit apparently.
I bashed it away with my shield.
Snarls. Here it will attack the guy who hit it as well. So Desmond gets the lucky receiver of.
Justin.
I don't think that hits, does it?
Oh, that certainly hits.
Yeah.
Have a +2 from Krala, right?
Yeah.
Or is that
I do.
all? Yeah.
But
That's already on
my combat defense is well, with the +2 from qual, it's 8.
Oh.
So that would be 2 degrees, actually. And that would be 8 points of damage.
That's me down.
Unless you want to get wounded or injured, yes.
Yeah.
You can. You will go down. So it's probably better to get wounded or injured and have the dog maim you.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a wound and an injury?
An injury reduces the damage by 4, and it can heal in a day if you make the roll. And wound heals in a week, and it reduces all the damage.
I thought injuries reduce like the amount.
Yeah,
that you
it's
were
by
introduced under endurance.
It's by your endurance score, yeah.
Let's
Well-
see, you're taking 8 points of damage. How much endurance do you have?
2.
2. Then you will have to take a wound if you don't want to get knocked out by the dog.
Well, take
A wound
What?
or 2 injuries.
You can't. You can only take
Take
one injury. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Wait,
Yeah.
if I take an injury, it gets -4 to its damage.
Minus
No,
2.
-2. It's to your
It's
endurance.
It's the
Yeah.
endurance, yeah.
It's based on your rank. and your endurance
So you,
rank.
6, which
And if I hit 0, I...
you're down.
You basically lose to it.
Yeah.
It gets to decide what it wants to do with you.
Which is maim or kill.
So I need to take a wound.
You have to take a wound. Yeah.
It's the best option.
Yeah.
So I take a wound. then.
I mean, you can just accept the damage and die, but
That's generally not considered the best option.
no.
What?
And it will basically, like, I suppose, like, savage your leg, sort of reaching down and biting it, while it shields your face, or just savaging it, biting, ripping, tearing. You're taking 1 wound.
I do have an armor rating.
Oh, that's a
Help?
good point. How?
Yes, that does help. That subtracts 2 damage from the damage, which would
Like-
make you able to take an injury instead and have 2 health left.
I will do that then.
That's definitely better.
Yeah.
We basically have no way to deal with your wounds.
No.
This is not the
Injury's gonna
best
be hard
place
enough.
for treating things.
Yeah, and your endurance, you could actually die from a wound.
Let it not be said that Death the Blackbrush will not fight for his house.
Yeah.
He's not good at this, but damn it if he won't try.
Run, Desmond, run!
Run, are
I
you
don't,
kidding?
I don't think those buttons work right now.
No, they don't.
because we have set them to be nothing.
I'll
Yeah,
I
have to
just, I reduce...
manually. And
I
then if
think
you do
that you
health,
have-
like you can do health like 2 dashes.
Yeah.
I think. And then add 1 injury.
You can of course have a number of injuries up to your endurance and a number of wounds equal to anything lower than your endurance.
Don't hit Dasm, he's not sturdy. This is not what he does.
This
Oh.
dog will attack you now. And not do very well. That's it.
So I did a mistake last round. I forgot to add my my agility to my damage actually. So I have done so now. So hopefully I can do a little bit better this time. I'll try to stab the dog.
Because of the injury, you have a -1 to your fighting
Yeah,
test.
so -1.
Yeah. So you're at a 0 modifier.
But I have, yeah. So. And I have a penalty die. Oh, way up. So that is a
8.
8.
that is an 8.
And 8 misses.
You do have another lesser action. So you could move.
I suppose I could.
Get behind me, my lord. Distracted. This ferocious murder, murder slash.
Ferocious murder dog.
To kill the dog.
Smash.
This is what the veteran garrison is for.
Yeah.
They're not bad. They're not bad at all.
Oh
Oh God.
Absolutely murder that dog.
Jesus.
Get out.
This is why is a good show that why you don't want necessarily to fight armies, because those people are pretty competent.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Jesus.
Can the Lordmen do this? I think not.
I know Halldamir, like they have like fighting force. So I mean,
They're not
Yeah, they're pretty good.
But that's easy.
as good as my character is.
because that's what they do.
That's
Yeah.
what they do.
And they use halberds, which are powerful two-handed weapons. Which are not terrible either. They're not super sturdy though. But
Turns out the dogs are not trying to sunder the weapons.
well, I mean the people. But they can certainly dish out.
Can Sir Ryman get a second kill?
Enough to kill this one. This one as well. He stabs the dog. Ending the confrontation.
How does the how did the carriage in the north fare?
They are also finishing off their dogs. It seems like the guards up there took pretty well care of it. Too much of an issue.
We'll look at Bree. And
Who's like hunched over like this dog who might be as big as she is, continuing to slam its dead body repeatedly into the boneway.
we'll walk towards Bree slowly. And try and basically counter. Bree, it's dead.
At hearing Lannis's voice, Bree will stop and like swivel her head quickly and like blink and say, "Are you okay?"
Looks to you. Nods. I'm fine. Thanks, sir.
She will blink, lets go of the dog, and smiles a little and says, "Good."
He gives a frown looking down at his blade. He sees a spit body. Not really used to it.
Bree like looks at Lannis's bloody blade. Looks at Lannis. Shrugs.
He'll just be very unsure as he's going to go over and check on his dear uncle.
Well, his dear uncle has a bit of a blooded leg there. He's grimacing as the guards sort of poke at it and start to bring out the bandages and stuff.
The guards are not really particularly good at bandaging up things. If they're commanded to do it, they will try.
Does anyone have a heal score?
We went over this last
No.
week, Jonas.
No,
your best bet is like dark spinning a destiny point to like buttress up his healing test.
Well, I'm going to say one thing for sure though. Technically, having someone else do it is still better than you doing it because one, you have a penalty dice, and two, you're wounded.
And
Yes.
have heat problems.
He's injured.
And have heat problems.
The point
There are
that
3 wounded guards, 2 rangers, and 1 veteran guard. Been bitten by the dogs. Now that you check them, they seem to have certainly very nasty gums full of sort of remains of whatever they seemed. Many of the gums seem to have been bleeding from whatever it is that they have eaten that seems to have been driving them into a frenzy. Yeah. Any further information would require some checks of some sort.
What check will that be?
If you want to go take a look at it, well, I could probably go with an awareness to begin with, to see what we can find. Awareness notice, that would be.
Can I help?
You can assist or you can try to do it yourself as well.
I have a pretty good awareness.
Alright, try to do it then.
I will assist Nima, granting Nima half my bonus, so this takes...
I have 3 plus my fighting.
So that is 3 dice plus 4 modifier.
Uh-huh.
Plus I'm
And
granting
then,
1.
and then plus 1 extra.
No.
I'll try and help you out since...
Oh. Error in body roll. Why?
I think you have to be clicked on
Did you try
Nima.
adding 4 extra dice instead of a plus 4 bonus?
It's not 4 extra dice, it's a 4 bonus. Basically, when you click, you have to write in the top one 3,
Uh-huh,
and
I
in
did.
the bottom one 5.
It's a modifier.
Yeah.
Nothing in the
Fighting
middle.
bonus is a modifier. It doesn't do like. You both notice that there seem to be small shards of glass inside of the dog's mouth. Tiny shards. And that seems to have been what have ripped their gums to shreds. They also seem to have a foul smell coming from them.
That is freaking weird.
Which would be a strength or knowledge check too.
That is weird.
I mean, we can try a knowledge check to see if any...
I'll try and launch check.
It'll be education, I prefer. Or,
I guess I...
or healing to diagnose. Well, Desmond would think that this would be some sort of... Lennis as well would think that this is some sort of... it's a thing that you can do. Probably some sort of nasty ailment. Probably not directed towards the people bitten by the dogs, but perhaps the dogs have eaten something that have been prepared so that they would cut themselves and have this sort of frenzying ailment put inside them, maddens them and fills them with pain and anger and makes them crazy. They probably would die after a not too long while after having ingested this anyway. Simple overexcitement. Someone certainly prepared them, or made this happen.
Hmm.
Well,
And their mouths are also pretty foul. Probably not having this cleaned would be bad.
well, let's try to clean it.
Yeah, there's them getting... Yeah, sit down. Nima, come over here.
Why?
Someone to help.
I need-
You're
Okay.
going to want to also try and bandage up the NPCs or the NCs are wounded.
Do any of the guards feel like also assisting cross bonuses?
No, because they're afraid of messing up. Which would probably
I
be
only have 2 healing.
Yeah,
What do you want?
but any... So do I, but the point is we're going to get as many bonuses as we can for this, since no one else is healing.
I can give you +1, I guess.
I don't think you can assist in your own healing test.
Okay.
I think it's assumed that you'll cooperate. Or just raise the
You're like,
We're like,
No! No! Don't do it! Hold it down!
Yeah, we'll you know, I'll certainly spend some time trying to, like, treat the wound, for example.
spending an hour to do that.
I should drink
Yes.
part of healing.
Basically, I guess, yeah, if we start moving the cart, I guess we'll be, like, sitting on the cart, and I will be on the cart doing it.
We could of course wait here and have like complete bed rest.
Yeah, we should probably...
yes. To use healing, a healer must devote at least 4 hours per day of treatment to the injured character. When the character would roll an endurance test, which for an injury, which is what you've taken, is after a day, the healer instead rolls a healing test. The result of this test must be taken. A failed healing test that does not result in the worsening of injuries.
The main
So
point. I
basically,
can't.
if you could move down to half movement speed, and then take care of him, or you could like not.
With your endurance, how many dice do you have left after your penalty dice and everything, Jonas?
1?
1.
Yeah, if you roll a 1, it fences.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Yeah,
why
so
you roll the die?
yeah,
And I don't.
just do the healing.
So, yeah, we're treating you.
All right. So you will you still be traveling for those other hours?
Would be the difference between giving like a difficulty routine, which is 6, and a difficulty challenging, which is 9. Probably be for the best, especially since some of the guards are wounded too.
Just rest.
Give them a break, yeah.
Yeah, just let everyone rest.
So you will take a whole day of just not moving.
Yeah.
Recommending you either go still behind.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, it's a good thing you picked the wagons, which will give you a little bit of leeway in drinking and eating for days without moving.
4 days. Look at that amazing heal.
Stop moving.
Oh, you hang out without moving. Do you want to try with the others as well?
That should be enough anyway.
Is that enough to remove injury? Or like how?
Yeah.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's enough to remove
14.
an injury.
I didn't roll.
Oh,
He
it
didn't roll.
Oh, you didn't roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that was his fucking knowledge thingy.
Oh, okay.
I told
Alright.
you earlier.
I haven't done
Dark
anything.
hasn't made a check yet.
Make me shake. Help. I'm dying.
Just stop. Just be. Just cut. Just.
He's
Hold
just-
him down. I can't keep.
So much blood.
Right,
just got to make a
I
6,
don't
really.
think Linus has enough time in a day to heal all these people.
By myself. Probably not. I could probably do like 2 people, maybe 3 people, but I can't do. I don't have any injured. No.
You could probably do 3, if it's 4 hours per person.
Well, you know, Mr. Man and his thick armor could also, like, maybe not burden the air of the house, make him do
Yeah, I was
everything.
thinking the
You-
same. It's the
You
What?
have just you have just as high of a check as he does.
That's true. That's true.
You don't want me doing it. I have a penalty die in healing tests. I
Yeah.
literally do not care about your body.
Probably
called-
bitching about waiting too.
Yeah.
For
Being
trying.
sensitive, right?
I mean, you can give it a go if you want.
Anyway, here's my attempt at trying to treat my uncle. I have no idea how this is going to turn out because I only have a +1 bonus on top of my dice because you know.
Give me assists.
Woo, crap!
Critical healing.
All right, and we're looking at a 6, which means that would take care of take care of
Yep.
injury.
Dasim seems very impressed.
Hey, Maester Cole's good at teaching.
Oh yeah, I'll say.
If only you had leeches.
Oh, it's true.
The leeches.
I didn't bring bleach. How much health do you get back in?
All
You you get all of it after combat.
after combat, you
all
get
the
all your health back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. It's just injuries and wounds that you keep.
Could probably. I mean, Everin will take care of one of these guys. He's not good at it, but
Oh,
with complete
hey.
benefits, that'll do.
He does it.
Someone else want to take care of someone?
I
Honorable assist. Anyone who needs.
I'll
assist,
give it a
if
go, I
you
guess.
The whole guy herself, if she wants.
can
If you know what I'm
try.
saying.
I'll give it a go. Screw it.
I'll give it.
Nope.
You fail.
I don't do it.
Oh,
So
look at this. Expert field healing.
Ah.
As it turns out, guards are not super sturdy, and one of the archers is in a bad way, and he'll probably expire. His wound seemed to fester with whatever was in that dog's bite, and it is,
Oh, no.
it is sort of swollen and red around it, and he seems
Who's
to
at
be,
fault at that?
that guy is in terrible pain.
Oh, no one is going to try to do anything with him.
They did. Well, no. So Alaric tried, but he was not very good at it because he has huge hands and is very clumsy.
Oh, healing doesn't. Healing can't make the wound worse.
Healing mechanically cannot make the wound worse.
Yeah.
No, it did not. It didn't do anything. They don't have wounds or like injuries as other people do.
Yeah,
Yes.
best group.
They're plebs who don't who aren't
That's
as
right.
cool as you guys.
The problem with that, Halldamir, is that they don't have injuries.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's just
Heal an injury. He's just screwed because he's not cool.
he's not cool enough, so he's gonna die.
Guess your shirt's red.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Alaric pulls out the red shirt. You wear that now.
Thank you, my lord. You're such gracious.
You after this day of hanging out in the Boneway, we'll move on.
First the dogs, then the sand strivers. First the dogs, then the sand strivers. First the dogs.
Doesn't
Yeah.
be here for a bit.
Right, another day.
Poor leg. It's the same
I should-
damn leg.
I shall ride alongside the carriage with my uncle Epps.
You seem to be hit by a bit of bad weather these days. A particularly strong wind, making sand blow hard, making travel a bit slower, and making it very, very unpleasant for all of you. Those who are not having heat problems can do another endurance chest. And who is wearing metal armor?
I'm still wearing my leather.
For real, Auric.
I don't have my metal armor on.
Alaric, keeping steady. Yeah, you're good.
I used it. I'm fine.
But I could probably wear it
Bree!
if I wanted to, huh, Manikai?
Yeah. If only you had.
Alright, I'll take it.
So you wanted endurance, I guess?
Yes.
My armor is ring armor. I think my check of 17 will be sufficient then.
Yeah. Because ring, I think, is rings of metal. It's basically like chainmail,
Yeah.
just bigger rings.
Evan didn't have to roll, but he wouldn't have done well either. So. Some of the guards are having some trouble, but they don't really wear their armor while going here. Just unless orc creature, that is.
Not particularly.
They don't like the idea of being completely burned alive. But other than that, that goes well. Perhaps Bree begins to think that maybe there isn't any other people coming.
Alright. Delusion.
We're being lured into a sense of full security.
You are well into the travel now. You've been here for 6 days in this hot, dry, terrible, horrible environment, putting you perhaps about halfway. It's really hard to tell, but traveling during the 6th day has well, it is a night when something actually happens. You can set yourself in the way that you travel.
I would ask then, where is Everin? So, because I'm going to be with Everin.
Everyone wants to be at the front, of course.
Is that-
Yes, well, that's where I am with him.
And on horse.
Yes, and on horse. My hands cleaned off by this point.
Not many people really want to hang out with that physique guy.
Then I will be close to
That wound smells.
I will remain close to Devon. Keep checking up on him.
I'd imagine the horse is just like its reins attached.
You did this to that ranger. Halldamir, burn your destiny point to fix him.
No! It's my only one! Ah!
Get another one after the story.
Maybe.
No! I might need it to save myself from a boulder.
Such selfishness.
I know rocks fall.
Landslide! God damn it.
Oh, wake up 2 years later.
In a random.
I feel like I've heard that
house.
before.
You may now read read the document I sent you 2 days ago.
Oh, I ascended to the Iron Throne in those 2 years, apparently. Very nice.
And descended again.
Oh, it was a very short reign, but I did learn many things.
Had a good run.
Yeah.
Run.
Well, traveling. It's night. It's hard to see pretty much anything. But as you move forward, you see that they're, well, with the amazing notice of... Wait. Never mind. Bree! Amazing notice. What is your passive awareness again?
My passive awareness is 16.
Alright, that is enough to notice that before the horses and such, there seem to be sort of triangular little pieces of metal spread across the way.
Bree
They're pretty well hidden, and no one else seems to have noticed.
Bree will call out to stop the wagons, and she'll like whisper